Have you ever had someone ask you a question that made your whole brain suddenly freeze up, like you were being pushed straight into a trap, even though they were still smiling at you? Your gut immediately started screaming, whispering, "Run right now." That is not some vague gut feeling or imagination. That is your survival instinct kicking in because you just ran into a professional liar. The kind of person who does not just lie with their words, but turns the questions themselves into weapons to manipulate you. They never just tell simple lies. They use questions like tools. Those questions look harmless, even a little sweet, but they are actually cleverly disguised psychological tests. In this video, we are going to expose 5 of the dirtiest, most toxic and manipulative questions that liars love to use. If you can spot them early, you will protect your time, your energy, your self-respect, and sometimes even your money. Whether it is a fake friend smiling in your face, a toxic ex who still plays emotional games, a shady boss at work, or some stranger on a dating app asking if you believe in second chances, some questions are pure red flags doing gymnastics right in front of you. This is not a class that teaches people to be paranoid. This is a class that helps you see more clearly. Once you recognize the pattern, you will no longer get pulled into their performance. At the end of the video, I will still read the favorite comment from the previous episode, so do not leave early. Today we are going to break down exactly the questions liars use to flip the situation, why they look innocent but are actually carefully disguised manipulation, how to spot them instantly without needing a psychology degree or a crystal ball, and most importantly, how to shut them down firmly. After watching this, you will be able to sit across from a manipulator, hear them open their mouth, and immediately think in your head, "Yep, this is a liar playing games with me." Put on your mental armor. We are about to dive straight into the psychological jungle where these people live, and we are not bringing any snacks for them. The first sign that you are dealing with a pathological liar wearing a normal person costume, they do not defend themselves. They interrogate you instead. Now let's go into the 5 questions. Question number 1. Why are you overreacting like that? Oh, sorry. Am I overreacting because I dared to point out your lies? This is a classic move. You just caught them doing something shady, talking behind your back, lying straight to your face, and instead of owning it, they throw this line out like an Oscar-worthy performance. They are not denying what they did. They are trying to make you the problem. This question is a trapdoor covered in shiny, passive-aggressive glitter. The moment you start defending your feelings instead of focusing on their actions, they already won. You just walked into the liar's circus. They will say, "No, I didn't lie, you just misunderstood." No, you understood perfectly. The truth is, they ask this question to put down your emotions so they do not have to face what they did. It is not about overreacting. It is about running away from responsibility. If you take the bait, they will rewrite the whole story where you are the unstable one and they are the poor misunderstood angel. Do not take the bait. Question number 2. Do you even trust me anymore? This is an emotional grenade. They love this one because it flips the whole board like a broken Uno card. You just discovered they have been acting suspicious, something does not add up, and instead of explaining, they throw this at you. This is emotional blackmail dressed up as vulnerability. Suddenly the conversation is no longer about what they did. Now you have to prove you still trust them, while they quietly slip away with 0 consequences. If they have to ask, "Do you even trust me?" while they are dodging responsibility, then the answer is already clear. Trustworthy people do not need to ask that question. They show you through their actions, through honesty, through not acting like a cartoon villain trying to escape justice. Question number 3. So what do you want me to say? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the truth. This question is so manipulative, it should come with a warning label. Instead of owning up, they pretend to be confused or too overwhelmed to talk. What it really means is, "I'm guilty, but let me make you feel bad for confronting me." This is the verbal version of throwing your hands up and flopping on the ground like a toddler. Let me be very clear. If someone hurts you or lies to you, and their first response is, "What do you want me to say?" they are not sorry. They are trying to get out of the conversation without admitting anything. They want you to hand them a script so they can fake remorse, check the "already apologized" box, and move on like nothing ever happened. Question number 4. Can we just move on and continue? No. We cannot just move on until you take responsibility for acting like a dollar store James Bond. Liars hate being exposed, and they especially hate long conversations where the mask starts slipping. That is why they try to end things early with the "let's just move forward" card. Do not get this twisted. Moving forward is part of healing, but skipping over accountability is not healing. That is emotional cheating. They want closure without consequences, peace without the process, a hug without the apology. And you are not a doormat with a heartbeat. Question number 5. Are you really going to throw everything away just because of this? This is the emotional nuclear bomb they drop when they realize their game is falling apart. They frame the conversation as if you are the villain for daring to speak up about their betrayal. Sometimes they say it with tears in their eyes or fake panic in their voice, like you are the one breaking the trust. This is a desperate guilt trip designed to make you doubt your own boundaries. But remember this, if the price of keeping someone is betraying yourself, then that price is way too high. To sum it up, liars ask questions not to understand, but to manipulate, not to grow, but to control the story. They do not want the truth. They want power over how you see the truth. But you are not falling for it anymore, because once you recognize the playbook, you stop being the player and start being the referee. You call the fouls, you kick the clowns off the field, and you protect your peace like it is worth more than gold, because it is. Next time someone tries to gaslight you with, "Do you even trust me?" look them straight in the eyes and say, "Trust? I don't even trust the expiration date on milk cartons." If you are someone who can see through these mental games, hit that subscribe button. Let's ruin a few liars' careers together. The comment of the day goes to the user who wrote, "Don't hurt my feelings. I hate it when people are too honest with me." Okay, since you hate honesty, today I will hold back the sharp honesty. Today I will just say, you are awesome. And for those who always ask about books related to the video topic, today I am recommending 5 books from best-selling authors who go deep into this subject. 1. Telling Lies by Paul Ekman, the book by the psychologist who inspired the series Lie to Me. It dives deep into micro-expressions, body language, and the psychological signals people cannot fake. This is the science of sniffing out lies. 2. Spy the Lie by Philip Houston, Michael Floyd, and Susan Carnicero, written by former CIA agents. This book teaches the exact techniques used by professional interrogators. 3. The Like Switch by Jack Schafer, also by a former FBI agent. It teaches how to read people and influence them, but it contains many golden details about how liars behave when they are trying to win you over. 4 Dangerous Personalities by Joe Navarro. It breaks down the types of people you should stay far away from: manipulators, predators, and sociopaths. 5 Lie. Spotting by Pamela Meyer, an easy-to-read book packed with frameworks for spotting lies in real life, at work, in dating, and in friendships. Read these books and you will not just spot liars, you will make them sweat like a politician sitting in front of a lie detector.